What's going on, people? It's your boy BSG coming to you on a Sunday from beautiful. This is my view that I get every day. I'm blessed, man. I thank God. Of course, everybody wants to talk about you know who and you know what. Sam Bankman-Fried and you know, is crypto dead and this and that and so on and so forth. So you know, I had done another video before, but you know, that video at the time that I did it, it might have been, you know, foreshadowing and, you know, predicting some things, but everything I said in the video that would happen has already happened. So I didn't want to, you know, just pile on and say, see, I told you so. Now, there is a man that people are now saying, oh, he now owns crypto. He's in control of crypto. He's a dictator, this and that. And that is CZ of Binance. And first of all, I just want to say this. Man, unfortunately, is inherently colorist because we're all the same race. Unless there are aliens walking among us, which is possible, we are colorist. All people. They've taught us to be that way. The movies teach us to be that way, so on and so forth. And unfortunately, you have most of the industry, most of the crypto industry is dominated by one group that's white men. And we know that of white men, there's a percentage, whatever that percentage might be, that only want to do business with other white men, don't like other minorities, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We know this. It's a free market, right? So he came in with a better and cheaper and faster product. And that's how he has built his fortune. And what does he get? What kind of thanks does he get? Matter of fact, I can't go there yet. No, I gotta back up. So many projects would have failed, would have never been started, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, if he didn't give him money. In fact, how could I forget this? He helped launch FTX. Now, if you're a dictator, Chinese dictator, why in the heck would you invest in an exchange that you know is going to compete with your exchange? I wouldn't have gave them 2 cents. And Sam went and tried to get money from his community and others, and he was turned away. But CZ said, hey, all right, I'll give you some money. I don't know what the details were, but it was him who started it. Sam said it as recently as last week. As the first investor in something, as the guy who made something happen, you're going to benefit from that. But CZ has done that with literally dozens and dozens of other projects for helping to be an incubator for a lot of projects, things y'all don't even know about. A lot of other blockchains even. What does he get? Oh, he's a dictator. He's the devil. He's the this. I'm telling you right now, if CZ was a white man, that would not happen.
Okay, let me ask you this, though. When you made this arrangement, this is back in August 10th, 2021, you said the following. You said, to find crypto investment opportunities that met my own rigorous standards, that was your phrase, of compliance, I entered into this relationship with FTX. It has some of the best crypto exchange offerings I've seen on the market.
Yes.
Given that you were the spokesman and ambassador for this company,
yes, because
what kind of diligence did you do around this issue of compliance, given where we sit today?
I obviously know all the institutional investors in this deal. We all look like idiots. Let's put that on the table, okay? We relied on each other's due diligence, but we also relied on another investment theme that I felt drove a lot of interest in FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried is an American. His parents are American compliance lawyers. There were no other American large exchanges to invest in. If you wanted to invest in, Sam Bankman-Fried is an American. Sam Bankman-Fried is an American.
when I didn't post it or whatever. So I just won't show that video. The main question I've been getting from people just regarding me and my program is, did we have anything to do with FTX? Did we have anything to do? Was that one of our positions? No. No, we had nothing to do with that. I recommend, various cryptos to my students and things like that. FTX was never in the conversation because their token has no utility. Now, obviously, that's easy for me to say now, but that's, when I did my analysis of it, which didn't take long, I said that then. No utility, nothing like that. And to be honest with you, most of the cryptos don't have any utility. And that might sound like a surprising statement, but like sometimes it's just, people are not just, just keeping it real. People are not that bright. So, they think that crypto is stock. And so they hear about a company and they like what they do and they buy the crypto that's associated with that company. People do the same thing for stocks. When people buy stocks, they don't look at the balance sheets and instead they don't look at the fundamentals. Oh, I like such and such car, or I like such and such shoe, then I'm going to buy the stock because I like that shoe. But in this case, when I'm saying no utility, like literally it doesn't do anything, that is not for anything, like it's just really just a brand name. And a lot of crypto is like that. And that frankly needs to change. But again, I still say people don't buy stocks. They don't look at the fundamentals. If you looked at the fundamentals, you wouldn't buy them. Because the fundamentals are terrible. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, no, I never recommended it because it was trash. Like, a lot of other things that have fallen are trash. Things that are not trash have fallen. So, I try to steer my people towards stuff that matters, stuff that doesn't have a ton of hype because, hype will die down and stuff. We don't get into that. We invest in things that nobody else knows about, and then we wait. That's what we do. And that's the only way that you can become wealthy in anything, is you have to be willing to do the work that nobody else is willing to do. And then you have to make an investment when other people are not willing to make the investment, right? And then you wait, okay? And so I think the story that's being lost in all of this is what a tremendous investment, Binance made, investing in FTX at the very beginning when nobody wanted to give FTX any money, right? Why would a rival exchange invest in FTX? I don't know, but obviously, he doesn't care about that. And so there was nothing wrong with FTX in terms of, sign-ups and people wanting to get involved and things like that. So had they run a business like adults, they would have still been around. But they didn't. And they took everybody's money, ran away with it. I mean, just, fraud, one of the worst frauds in history, okay? Most people, if you would ask them right now, what do they trust more? The banks or crypto? A lot of people who are not knowledgeable, they're going to say banks. They're going to say, oh, a bank would never do this. I trust banks. I'll take the 1% that they're giving. Literally, what Sam Bankman-Fried was attempting to do is what banks do every single day with your money, okay? Now, before the last president, the banks had to have, and it's going to sound ridiculous, 10% of your money in reserves. 10%. And right now, as I sit here, the top banks in the world, the banks that are the most rigorous, the most strict in the world have a 10% reserve rate. I think New Zealand as a country require all their banks to keep 10% of your money, just 10% of your money. What that means is right now, at most, at minimum, 90% of your money is not there. Your money is gone. 90% of it is gone. It is not there. And yet you go to the bank every day. In the United States now, 0% is required to be a reserve. 0%. So what does that mean? That means if you took 100,000 cash right now and you took it to your bank today, they would allow you to deposit it. If you tried to come back the next day and get your 100,000 cash back, you will literally not be able to get it. You will not be able to get it. You'll have to sign some papers. You will have to order your money, and you might get it in a few days because they literally have to go get your money. So 99.99999% of people are walking around with literally, not joking, no money in their account. Even if you see figures, even if you see digits, the money is not there. You can look this up yourself. So what are the banks doing? They are taking your money and they're investing it how they want to invest it. And a large percentage of it is not even being invested locally or even in the country. They're investing it overseas. They're investing it in Africa, in building. You see the building going on back there, in India and other places where growth is actually happening. There's not a lot of growth that's really happening in the United States. Okay, so they're in fact, that's the only reason that they're giving you a quote unquote interest rate on your money, is because they want your money. Right? And so as the Fed rate goes up, they can give you a higher rate on your money, which would encourage you to give them more of your money because, you might be able to get 2% now. But it's just an enticement to take your money and invest it. And stocks and other things go down, even things that are not correlated, like crypto. Crypto is not correlated to stocks. That's another video. It goes down because people take their money out the market and they put it into, what the heck is that? They put it into, other investments. It's that simple. So the higher the rate goes, the more the average person is going to be like, oh, this is a pretty good rate because it's guaranteed. But it just means that it drives equities and other things, real estate, property, everything down so the banks can get in at a lower price because everything is overpriced right now outside of crypto, right? And then the government will stop increasing rates and everything will go up. That's the plan. That's the game. And so the rate of return that they're going to make far exceeds the percentage that they're going to pay you, right? If they're able to buy a stock, 50% off, like a lot of stocks are, they're going to give you 2%, and in a couple years, some of those stocks, not all, will be right back where they were, and they just made money off your money. And if the banks were to fail, they have an entire system where the government just prints money and they would give them the money. So do you honestly think we haven't had a Sam Bankman-Fried in the banking industry? Do you think that every investment that the banks have made with your money has been a great investment? Just look at 2008. They were using your money to buy properties in, and everything crashed. So what happened? The banks got bailed out. What is a bailout? The government writing the check. It's that simple. So SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, he was just trying to do the same thing that banks do every day with your money. And he got caught. And since in crypto, we don't have, a fairy crypto mother that can just print the money that he needs. Because when this has happened in the banking industry, and it has, for the good of the industry, money is printed and people's accounts are made whole. So where do you think the FDIC insurance comes from? Right? It's just a IOU. It's just an IOU that says we'll give you this if something happens. Right? But there's no business that's generating that money. It's just printed money. Right? So you add up all the bank accounts in the United States, all the people that have bank accounts, and there's $250,000 FDIC insurance on every single one of them. Do the math. How much money is that? How much money is that? Do you honestly think the federal government has, in terms of business operations, that much money to replace everybody's accounts if something were to happen? And believe you me, something will happen. I can guarantee it. Because that system is totally centralized. Right? So what people are missing when it comes to this situation is they're trying to lump Sam Bankman-Fried with other exchanges and say, okay, well, they're all bad. No. Right? And there's even been, people flooding Binance or say, oh, Binance is going down. How is Binance going down? Where people are taking their money out of their account. Well, here's the thing. Have people been able to take it out? Yes, that's the point. What people are doing with these exchanges literally could not be done with banks. If everybody ran down to the bank today to get their money, the bank would literally close. They would shut the doors, and then they would get cops and possibly the military to keep people away. That's what they would do, period. We don't have that in crypto. So that's why crypto is more secure. Crypto has to be one-to-one. The exchanges have to keep it one-to-one. Now, if you are a true crypto enthusiast, somebody who really knows what they're doing, like me, then the majority of your money is not kept on exchanges, period. We have our wealth on us. We have our wealth with us. And the only person that can access it is us. That's the technology. Right? So literally, you can get on a plane, as I have been going from country to country, with millions of dollars or millions of dollars worth of crypto, and nobody knows what you have. They can't take it from you. Nobody knows. You can't go through the airport with $50,000 in cash. And if you went to another country with your local currency, they don't even accept it. You're going to have to do a conversion, which is going to cost you more money. Bitcoin is Bitcoin in every country. So if someone is willing to accept Bitcoin for goods and services, guess what? It's the same Bitcoin. There's no need, there's no network change, nothing changes. It's just, here's your Bitcoin, here you go, give me my goods and services, so on and so forth. It's just Bitcoin right now, because of the price, doesn't work for coffee and hamburgers and things like that. But believe you me, something is coming where, you can do that. And there are other tokens I won't get into now where you can do that, where you can buy, a cup of coffee or even a piece of gum. Right? At my entire lifestyle right now, and this is the first time that I've had to do this, so this is unique for me. For most of my career, I did not use crypto to buy stuff. For most of it, okay? But this is the first time in my life, the past few months, where I have to live off crypto. And I'm able to go anywhere I want, buy whatever I want. And when I'm buying hamburgers and movies and different Ubers, Airbnbs with crypto, nobody even knows I'm using it. Because to them, it just looks like a credit card. And that's what it is. And it's going to ring up like a credit card. But I'm paying with things with crypto. I'm paying for this view right now with crypto. Right? So, you know, for those, crypto is dead. Crypto has proven that it is the more secure thing. The problem is the people. The problem is dudes like Sam Bankman-Fried. See, that's why there's no CEO of Bitcoin. There's no organization behind Bitcoin. That's why it's the best thing, because nobody can control it. That's why I hear Sam Bankman-Fried didn't like Bitcoin, because he can't control it. That's the very thing that Ethereum people don't like about Bitcoin. They can't manipulate it. They can manipulate different things on Ethereum. They can get free money in Ethereum. You can't do the same thing with Bitcoin. I'm not saying Ethereum is bad. There's a lot of great things about Ethereum. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just telling you, that is the pushback, even from the government. If the government could control Bitcoin, they would promote Bitcoin more. So, moral of the story is, while you're sitting up watching it, while you're sitting on the sideline saying, see, I told you that crypto was bad, you are currently participating in a system almost every day of your life that is constructed to be insolvent. It's constructed to be corrupt, because your money is literally not there. And if you don't believe me, I challenge you. If you have any significant amount of money in your bank, I challenge you to try to go get them. I'm talking about the actual cash. I'm not talking about your debit cards and stuff. That's just a spreadsheet. So you're paying with things with a spreadsheet. There's no money there. Why do you think they push direct deposit so much? You get paid from your job, it's direct deposit. That it's not real money. It's just numbers. But if you got a few $100,000 in your account, go to the bank and try to cash it and watch what happens. When I withdraw money from my crypto account, it's real. It's not a fraction of. It's real. It's verified. It can be tracked. I can look at everything I've ever spent going back to, however long. Can't do that with fiat. So that's the reason why crypto is going to be around. And, all of this stuff, trust me, we'll get better from it. We'll get the bad actors out of there. But the moral of the story is, number one, you need to trust yourself with your money, number one. And number two, you can't and shouldn't depend on superstars and athletes and all that to tell you what to do with your finance. Listen, I am more than capable of managing people's money. I probably should, but I don't for this reason, because I don't even want you to trust me. What I teach you to do is learn how to manage your own money. What I teach my students and why they appreciate me is because I'm teaching them how to not allow this kind of thing to happen. They are in control of their own money. And while we might be privy to more volatility and stuff like that, that's part of it. You can't take full responsibility and then not be willing to participate in the ups and downs. That's the part of it. If you want the stability of the bank, you have to give up the right to your money. And that stability might last for a while, but one day you're going to wake up, there's going to be a crisis, and your money won't be there. And then they'll have to get bailed out. And you say, okay, well, I ain't got no problem with that. They'll get bailed out. We'll keep it rolling. Well, the reason why your rent is going up is because of inflation. The reason why the Chipotle burrito is going up is because of inflation. The reason why a Happy Meal is $8 is because of inflation. What is inflation? It's just printing money. So the core of that system is designed to continue to print money, which makes things go up in price. And they're taking your money, investing it. If they make a profit, they're keeping their profit, and they only have to give you a fraction. And they're not just doing this with your savings, they're doing it with your checking as well. So with your checking, you're getting 0% interest, and they can make whatever they want. That's the truth. It's your boy BSG. I'm going to holler at y'all in the next video.